So I recently got my firearms license here in Canada, and this is why I think you should do the same. What's cracking, guys? Welcome on back to the channel. So this is my real steel firearm, my first one at that, and it's taken me about 8 months to get to this position, and I've only shot this thing once. I've let off more than one round, but I've only actually been out and shot it once. That's just how strict things are here in Canada, and again, it was about an 8-month journey. So my brother, my dad, my father-in-law, and we all got interested in getting our firearms licenses for multiple political reasons, but it's quite the process to get one of these bad boys. Yeah, well, when we originally got the idea of wanting to get our licenses, we applied for a course. Took about a couple of weeks to get into our course, and we were lucky getting in that quick because the government had proposed Bill C-21. So a lot of you will know that as the airsoft ban, but it actually is so much more than that, and it's involving real steel firearms as well. There's like a huge list of real steel firearms that are on the table of getting banned. Along with that, we had the handgun freeze. And by the time we were done the course and had mailed out our applications and all that to the government, the RCMP, they had frozen the sale of handguns. So you can no longer purchase a handgun in Canada until that freeze is revoked or whatever. So, which we all know is keeping our streets much, much safer, big time. I'm joking, by the way, it's not doing anything. If anything, it's gotten worse. Just since I've lived here, I've only lived here about 3 years, my wife and I, and there's been 4 shootings in our area since we've been here in 3 years, which is just crazy. And we're in like a pretty safe neighborhood, I would say. So yeah, doing wonders to keep us safe there. So after doing my course and then waiting multiple months to receive my license back, my license showed up in the mail and I was able to go out and purchase this. So yeah, let's talk about this guy because I'm a big fan of this. So this is the Citadel Levtech 92. So yeah, main reason why I picked this particular firearm was the look and the fun. I'm a big fan of lever actions, especially in my family. Lever actions have kind of always been a staple of my family's firearms. So I kind of wanted to stick with that, but add a modern twist to it. So no matter what I was gonna get, I was gonna throw a rail on it no matter what. But this one actually came with it, on it. And I actually found it in stock. It was the last one in Canada. I can't find it anywhere else. And I got the very last one, which I'm super duper excited about. It's like exactly what I wanted for like the perfect price. I mean, lever actions are dumb expensive because everyone wants one in Canada now. So this is chambered in .44 Magnum, which is a pretty crazy round. It's definitely like, it's a pistol round, all right? It's not gonna, you know, set any world records for long distance ranges here. But that thing packs a wallop, all right? We were shooting some like wooden targets, and hokey dyna, dude. The hole that sucker leaves in the wood, oh man, I would not want to be on the business end of this thing. But again, not exactly going to set any records for range. 100 yards is kind of like getting there, you know what I mean? It's not going to shoot a whole lot farther than that unless you're aiming at the clouds. But yeah, I really like this firearm overall. It does exactly what I need it to do. It's very light. I mean, like as a hunting rifle, this going through the woods and stuff would just be an absolute treat. It doesn't weigh a ton at all, and short 16-inch barrel, so that is really nice as well. It holds, because it's, you know, pistol rounds are a little bit smaller, so you can hold 9 in the tube, sorry, 8 in the tube, 1 in the chamber, so 9 rounds total, I believe. Definitely our like semi-autos here in Canada are kind of like cheated because you can only hold 5 rounds in the mag, unless it's like a 22, which we all know isn't gonna exactly save your life in a life and death situation. So if you want like a good semi-auto here in Canada, you're limited to 5 rounds in the mag. Like just the thought behind it. I don't wanna be limited to 5 rounds with a rifle that should have 30 rounds in it. That's just infuriating to me, and I'd always be thinking of that. So that's why I kind of went with something like this, a bit different. And also, I don't fear that this is going to be banned. Canada's talking about banning guns, new guns every week. And I don't feel like this one would particularly be on the table anytime soon versus a semi-auto that's mag-fed. It's only a matter of time before they're all banned. And then you've got a paperweight that's like $2,000 sitting in your safe, so. But what all do we have going on here? So we've got a Vortex Red Dot, nothing fancy. I was kind of balling on a budget, but hey, it does the trick. Up front here, they've also been really, really good to us, Vortex. My dad purchased a rifle scope from them, very expensive one, and it had some manufacturer defect, couldn't get it zeroed, so they sent him like the newest, latest, and greatest model instead, because of their lifetime warranty, because the other one was discontinued. So that's pretty dope, and I will be loyal to them for a good while now. Yeah, it's got their lifetime warranty, which is awesome. And then I've got an emissary grip up here. I've got a Magpul M-Lock rail cover kit on here as well. I've 3D printed a little quiver for my spare rounds here, so it's a lot quicker doing, you know, an emergency reload from here versus, you know, pulling out of your pocket or whatever. Yeah, so that's kind of why I've done that. I also run a Magpul RSA up here for my sling to go to my sling swivel at the back here, but I just don't have it on there right now. And I've got a light mount for my Odin Mini up here as well, by Olight. So there's that too. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a pretty, you know, as much as it looks like it's really tactical and all cool and scary and stuff, it's a pretty simple weapon. It's a simple weapon for a more civilized time. Yeah, so that's my real steel firearm. I definitely do intend to get some more. I'll probably be getting a shotgun at some point here soon. Yeah, oh, one other thing to mention is this does come with a threaded barrel up here, which is pretty cool. So I'm thinking about getting a compensator for it, or like a muzzle brake. Ranger Point Precision makes one for this, which would be pretty sweet. It's supposed to mitigate recoil by about 25% or something like that, which is pretty dope. It's definitely not got like a ton of recoil, but it's got enough. Like, it's got quite a bit of oomph behind her, for sure. And it's a pretty light, short gun, so definitely you feel that kick quite a bit. So yeah, that might be something I want to do at some point. I would love to suppress this thing because it is subsonic, which is pretty cool. But unfortunately in Canada, we can't do suppressors because suppressors are scary. And only assassins use suppressors. But yeah, I think that's the silliest rule ever. Suppressors should be totally allowed because it means we can shoot in more places and cause less of a disturbance to the general public around us. But the government just thinks they're silencers and they're scary. So, like I said in the beginning, why I think you guys should be getting your firearms license as well if you live in Canada is because why not? I feel like in the next couple of years, if we keep the current government that we've got in power right now, you won't even be able to get your firearms license. Show me the last time that a firearms owner went out and killed somebody. Like, it doesn't happen. This is a painstaking process to get this sucker. It took me 8 months, all right? I'm not boiling up my vengeance for someone over 8 months just to get my firearms license and go take them out. Like, that's not how it works. If someone wants to commit a crime, you are not going to prevent them from committing a crime by adding more rules and regulations. People will always find new creative ways to do evil. That's just the way the world works. Look at the UK, for example. They've banned all guns and stabbings went through the roof, all right? All right, like, come on. In the States, there's more deaths by fists each year than by guns, okay? And that's like the gun capital, ooh, so scary. At the end of the day, you're your own first responder, and I feel way safer having this in the house than not having it in the house, okay? Guns are the equalizer in every situation, all right? My wife, God bless her, 4'11", little, beautiful Asian girl, all right? Do I feel safe when she's driving out to a photo shoot in Toronto? Heck no, all right? People are getting stabbed by X-Acto knives on the subway. But if she was allowed to carry a little pistol, dude, I would feel so safe. That little girl, nobody messing with her, all right? Anyway, that's my little rant. I think you guys should get your gun licenses while you can and protest, if nothing else. It's just a protest against all the gun regulations that we're seeing happening. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, I've had this thing, again, for like a month and a half here, 2 months, and I don't even really know where I can shoot it within like 2 hours of here without paying $1,200 to go shoot at paper 20 feet in front of me, all right? Like, indoor ranges are really the only options, and I have to wait like a year to get in. It's like $1,000, and then I just get to stand there and shoot in a straight line at paper. That doesn't sound very entertaining to me. I'd rather go actually target practice and do some training scenarios outside on a range, but the only thing I can do is like 2 hours from here, so that's brilliant. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Consider getting your firearms license. Let me know if you guys want to see some more Real Steel content, something I'm up for, but we will see you in the next one, guys. Stay awesome. Peace.